The moment that was missed. That's what I want to talk about today, because this is very, very, very important as you're growing in your career. Some of the best photos you'll ever have a chance to take last less than 1 second. Yep, less than 1 second. And I talked about this on seeing the difference and how to move since February 1st has mostly been about photography, and we're going to keep that series going a little bit because I think it's helping some people. So back to what I was saying, less than a second, you're going to miss things, very, very important things. A real smile, a real tear that you don't want to miss that, a laugh, a look, a hand reaching out, a child doing something before they realize the camera is on them, because then they will move. And if you miss that moment, you can't redo it. It is too real, you can't fake it. So you've got to be ready. And I'm going to explain today how to be ready so that you don't miss these shots. I've been behind the camera for 42 years, so I'm going to share some knowledge with you guys that I did for over 4 decades. My name is Daniel Martin, and I try to give back to people because I was trained from photographers that I knew at the time. We didn't have YouTube back in the day, as early as 1983, but we have YouTube, so I can reach a lot more people now. Experience is important, and there's a couple of things you can learn from it. You can have a sharp photo, a properly exposed photo, a photo taken with expensive gear, and it can still fail. Why is that? Why did we miss it? Because the moment was missed. You weren't paying attention. You weren't ready. You were probably looking at the back of your screen or thinking about what I'm going to shoot this next image at, 2.8 or 3.5, or what am I going to shoot this next one? You've got to pay attention to what's going on. And I'm going to talk about weddings when I'm doing this, but it's a lot more than just weddings. I refer to weddings because that's what I shot so many of. But just know that it will apply to everything else also. And when the moment is missed, it may still look fine, but it just doesn't feel alive. You just didn't capture the real energy that was there. And that's what I want to talk about. So first off, we know the camera didn't fail, so it's not the camera's fault. You can blame your autofocus, blame the lens, blame low light, blame the camera brand. Seen it done. Blame the settings, of course. That's why you're looking there to see if it should be different for the next time, and you're focused on that and not what's happening with the bride and groom. A whole lot of missed photos have nothing to do with the camera. They were missed because you were too slow, or you weren't paying attention, or you weren't set up right. The expression came and went. The subject looked up for just a split second. The real smile showed up, and you missed it. The emotion was there, but it vanished. So how do we fix this? It's not a camera problem, it's a timing problem. And timing is one of the biggest differences between an outstanding image or just an average image. And as we know, we want to grow and get better. So we want to reach out to get the outstanding image. And your first couple of times, it may take a lot of practice. You may not get it the first or the second time, but if you keep practicing, you'll get it. And here's what I do at weddings. If we're setting up the full wedding party, my wife is on that side of the camera setting everything up. I'm behind the tripod. While we have all the grooms on one side and the bridesmaids on the other, the bride and groom in the middle, while she is setting them up, I'm focused on the bride and groom because that's going to take a few minutes to set up all the grooms and all the bridesmaids. And the bride and groom, they're going to do something. Kiss on the cheek, kiss on the nose, a look, a laugh. And how you fix that is you zoom in. So you've got just the bride and groom in there. Keep your finger on the trigger. Don't look away. Don't look and say, oh, my next photo should be at 3.5 or f4. Don't miss the moment. I'd rather you be a half stop off than missing the moment, because a great picture doesn't necessarily have to be absolutely 100% dead on the money. Has to be good enough, but you don't miss the shot. You miss all that emotion. You miss the realism, because whatever they did, say he kissed her on the nose, you can't redo that, because you can redo it, but it's just not going to be real. It's not going to have the emotion, because the first time they did it, they didn't think I was looking. I've got the camera like this. I might be looking down at something, but I'm looking up at the bride and groom with my finger on the trigger, and it never fails. They're going to do something. I'm going to get it. And they'll see the flash and they'll go, oh, did you get that? I'm like, no, I was just doing a test. And I do that so that I can show it to them later. They go, oh, you did get that picture, because I like to surprise them with cool stuff. Always under promise and over deliver. And that is something that you've got to just learn how to do. And it's not just the bride and groom that you need to watch. Watch those flower maids and the ring bearers. They can do some crazy stuff too. And we're doing the shot of the bride with the flower girl behind her holding the dress. You got to be ready for that one. There's lots of cool stuff that's going to go on in that one. Go out wide so you can get both. You'll get some hilarious looks. And then again, they didn't know you got it. Keep your finger on the trigger and ready to roll. If you're digging through menus or checking your last image, changing lenses, or you're mentally somewhere else, you missed it. That is why photography is about seeing. We've talked about see the difference. And that's what you have to do. You have to expect it. Even they don't even know they're going to do it, but you have to be there, because you give them 2 or 3 minutes of nothing going on for them. They're just talking to each other. You'll get some cool pictures, and that will get you some good sales. It's about being ready before life happens. So you get up there, you get your finger on the trigger. If you have to look down for a second, keep looking up. But keep the finger on the trigger. Because if he dives in to kiss her, you've got that split second. You've already got them in focus. You've already got them. All you have to do is click the shutter, and boom, you've got that image with the original emotion, which is what you needed to begin with. Now you're doing good. Now you're on the road. Experienced photographers learn to anticipate. You're always anticipating what's going to happen next. You keep an eye on the room. If you're at the reception, keep an eye on the room. You are checking everybody. You got grandparents and moms and dads and brothers and sisters and bride and groom. Keep an eye out for who you think is going to make the next cool expression. It's just the best way to do it, and you'll come away with some amazing pictures by doing that. You start feeling the moment before it happens, because now you're not chasing the moment. You're waiting for it. You're expecting it to happen. And that is a tiny difference that is huge. Absolutely huge. Weddings, portraits, family pictures, you name it, keep an eye on them, because they're going to do something cool, and you're going to capture that, and they will love it. Guarantee you they love it. So just have that finger ready and stop worrying about, oh, the shot before last, I'm a half stop underexposed on that. You can fix that later. Don't worry about it. I'd rather you get the image than miss a nice picture, and I'd rather you be a half stop off than just miss the entire image. And again, I did a video on this one the other day, is stop looking down at this screen. We all know this screen lies to us. I did a video on it. Stop looking at it so much. Stop using it as the be-all, end-all. It's not. You take a picture and you immediately look down. Then you zoom in, check sharpness, then maybe smile because you think you just created history. Meanwhile, the real moment has already happened right in front of you, and you're staring straight at the screen. Don't miss the important little things. I get it. We all want to check the shot to make sure everything looks good. But you should be, if you're staying at the same distance and you're on TTL, which is fine, you're going to be able to get that image, being a half stop off maybe or something like that, but you're going to get the image, and that's what you want. Like I said, I get it. We all want to look at the screen. But if you're constantly checking your screen, you're missing the next shot. And the next one is often better than the last one. The best thing you can do sometimes is take the shot, stay present, keep watching, and be ready again. Finger on trigger. The photography is happening right in front of you, not right here. It's in front of you. I know it's easy to look down, but seriously, the photography is happening out here. This is your tool to capture it. And this is where a lot of photographers fool themselves. They got focus, they got exposure, they got nice color, and they got the pose, but they missed the life. It may be clean, it may be polished, it may be even correct, but it doesn't hit. Because the real expression has already passed. You've already missed it. The honest reaction has already came and went, and there's no way you can duplicate it again. If they did something cool and you missed it, reenacting it is not near the same, because you cannot show expression on a repose. If you want that real life, when he surprised her with that kiss, you want that. Not oh, hey, can y'all do that again? That's not good. You're not going to get anything near what you would have had you been ready, finger on trigger. This is why some pictures feel powerful and some perfect may be forgettable. And if the moment's come and gone, you missed it. There's nothing you can do about it. I think the problem is even worse now. Remember, I've been doing this for over 42 years. Things moved slower back when we shot film than when we got digital. Photographers now are too busy trying to change something. They're worried about their settings every second. Nothing has changed. You're still 12 feet away. It should be fine. You're worried about your gear. You're worried about whether you need another lens. You're worried because you heard somebody on YouTube talk about autofocus. You've got to learn, and the only way to really learn is get out and do it. But once you get out and try it, it's just second nature. It's second nature at me when I was still doing weddings to have a finger here, and if I needed to look down at a list or something, I was still ready. I can't tell you how many shots I have shot while I'm not looking. I just saw them out of the corner of my eye. I'm clicking, and I was looking down at something else, but I can see out of the corner of my eye, and I see him move toward her, and I click the picture, and you got it. You don't have to be looking at the picture if you've already got everything framed up in here. But while you're doing all those things, life is moving at a rapid pace. And while the photographers are busy trying to be technically perfect, you're missing the whole reason of the photo that matters in the first place. After 42 years, I can tell you this. People don't remember your settings. They remember the image that made them feel something. And that is the shot that matters. So last point, how to stop missing these photos. First, get your settings close. If you're still shooting 12 feet away, your settings are going to be about the same, even with TTL, or if you want to pull it into manual, whatever you want to do. But TTL is generally close enough. So go ahead and set it on TTL. Go ahead and focus on them so you don't have to worry about getting all that done. You can be looking over here and clicking away and still get the great picture. And get your camera settings ready before all this happens. So be ready while she's still setting up the group. Actually, you want to, before I said that wrong, you want to be ready to go as she is starting to set up everyone. That way you've got your camera on the trigger. The bride and groom, they're just waiting because she's setting up the bridesmaids or setting up the groomsmen. And during that little period of time, that's where your cool shot's going to come from. Just watch them. It's going to happen. You'll get the coolest pictures ever. You'll get that special expression, that kiss on the forehead. She'll reach up and grab him. You know, you just got to watch for the little things. You need to expect and anticipate and keep your focus on the bride and groom. And a little lesson for you is learn to watch people more than your camera. I'm not one of these that says every shot has to be 100% perfectly exposed. It needs to be good. You don't want to come out with 4 stops underexposed. But if you're on TTL and you're holding for that moment, you'll be fine. You'll be within a half a stop. So stop worrying about that. The distance hasn't changed. Learn to expect something to happen. Anticipate. I just talked about this. Anticipate something that's going to happen. So get your finger on the trigger. You've already got it zoomed in on them. You are ready to roll. You can be looking this way and you can just feel it out of the corner of your eye. Something's about to happen. So you are ready to shoot it. That, the running away pictures with the bubbles. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that you can get that people don't know that you're getting. And when they see their pictures, they're going to love them because they did not know all the cool pictures you got during their wedding. And the last point will be just mentally stay in what's happening. Don't start thinking about something else. Keep your mind on focusing on what's going on in front of you. Not on your camera, not on the way she's setting up the pose, but keep your eye on the bride and groom. And if it's not a bride and groom, it's a family, and they've got kids, change your focus around. Focus on 2 kids here, 2 kids here. If they've got a bunch of kids, figure out which ones are probably going to give you the best expression. You'll know that after a few shots. Focus on them. Be ready, and then when they do something funny, you captured it. So this not only applies to weddings, it applies to basically everything. So if you miss it and you're paying attention to your camera, you missed it. It's not coming back. No way to recapture that moment. That'll cost you every time. A lot of photos do fail because the lighting was terrible. But the good news is, this is something you can get better at. Learn to anticipate the shot before it happens. You teach yourself to stay ready. You learn to stop reacting too late and learn to recognize the kind of photo you're looking for. And then you're good to go. Then you stopped all that. If you mash the button and do a flash, it didn't cost you anything. If you're anticipating them doing something and they didn't and you shot a picture, doesn't matter, keep moving. They'll eventually do something and you'll get it. Because great photography is not about what you just saw. It's whether you caught it in time. If you enjoy this real kind of photography talk, I hope you'll come back to our channel. I tell you things that I know, and I try to be straight up about it. Try to help you guys any way I can. I don't know everything, but I do have 42 years experience, so I probably can help you out some. And listen, you're not going to get it right the first couple times. It takes a lot of practice. But one day, you're going to be like, hey, I got it. Hey, I got it. You'll be at a wedding, maybe 4 or 5 weddings later, and you're going to realize this ain't so hard. I got this covered. And you're going to come away with some great pictures. Keep practicing. The photographers that succeed are the ones that never quit. So just don't quit. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. You will get it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys' time. We'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions about anything, drop it down at the bottom and I will get back to you. I appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day. Thank you.